Okay, so today's topic is plane geometry 2, circle theorems. So at the end of this video, you should be able to draw circles for given radii. Number 2, state and use the circle theorems. 3, identify the tangent as perpendicular to the radius at the point of contact. And 4, verify that the angle between the tangent and the chord at the point of contact is equal to the angle in the alternate segment. And the last one, 5, verify that tangents drawn from an external point to the same circle are equal when measured from their opposite of contact. So now let's go to the properties of angle properties in a circle. Angles properties in a circle. So property 1, as is on the board. Property 1, the angle, a chord or arc subtends at the circumference in the same segment of a circle are equal. The angle, a chord subtends or an arc subtends at the circumference of a circle, at the circumference in the same segment, see the angle, this angle subtends from the same segment here, and then the same segment, this one too is the same segment, and then the same segment project what? C. So the angles here are projected by the same segment. So if they are projected by the same segment, then the angles here are equal. So it means that A is equal to B, and B is equal to C, and C is equal to A too. So if the angle here or a chord is projecting the same segment, then the angles at the circumference are equal. So property 2 says what? The angle a chord subtends at the center of a circle is twice the angle it subtends at the circumference of a circle. So the angle a chord or an arc subtends at the circumference of the circle is twice the angle of what? The angle a chord subtends at the center of the circle. So this angle subtends at the center. This is the center of the circle. Okay. It's twice, it's 2 times what? The angle is subtends at the circumference. So A is equal to 2B. So if you have A, you get what? 2B. When you divide half of what? A. And at the same time, so if you have B and you want to get A, you multiply the B by what? 2. Let me take it again. If you have B and you want to get A, multiply 2 by B and you get your answer. You get the A, which is B, 2B. Or if you have A and you want to get B, you have to divide both sides by 2 and then you get A over 2 to get your what? Your B. So that's why we said that the angle a chord subtends at the center of a circle is twice the angle it subtends at the circumference of the circle. So it means that A is equal to 2B, or B is equal to A over 2. Okay, so let's go to property 3. Property 3 says the sum of the angles a chord or an arc subtends and the circumference of opposite segments of a circle is equal to 180 degrees. So the sum of A and B should give you 180 degrees because at the circumference the arc is subtends of opposites. This one of the circumference, the angle projecting from here to that side, and then this one too projecting from here. So they are opposites. So when you add A to B, you will get 180 degrees, or you must get 180 degrees. So how are you going to get B alone? So B is equal to 180 degrees minus A. If you have B and you want to get B is equal to B is equal to 180 degrees minus A. In case you are not given B and you are asked to find A, you are asked to find B. Sorry, in case you are not given B and you are asked to find B and you are given A, you can find. So the sum of this and that should give you what? 180 degrees. Property 4 says the angle, the diameter of a circle subtends at the circumference is 90. So this is a diameter. The angle, a diameter subtends at the circumference of a circle is 90. So here is 90 degrees. The diameter, this is the diameter, is projecting this side. So this one is 90 degrees. And then the angle, the same angle at the circumference. So this one is 90 degrees. The angle, the diameter of a circle subtends at the circumference is 90. It's only 90 when that angle is subtends at the circumference. At the circumference is 90 degrees. Property 5 says equal chords or arcs subtend the same angles at the circumference of a circle. So if you look at the figure here, equal chords or arc subtend the same angles at the circumference of a circle. You see, they are the same, they are equal. So A is equal to B because this one is the same as this. So equal arcs subtend at the circumference are the same. Okay, so let's go to property 6. Property 6 is equal chords or arcs subtends the same angles at the center of a circle. Equal arcs subtend the same angle at the center of a circle is what? Is the same. The equal chords or arcs subtend the same angles at the center. So this is the center. So it means that B is equal to A or A is equal to B the same way. So equal chords or arcs subtend the same angles at the center of a circle are the same. That's why you have A to be equal to B. Okay, property 7. The angle between a chord and a tangent at the end of the chord is equal to the angle in the alternate segment. So the angle in the other segment, not the one which the first angle lies. So the angle between a chord and a tangent. So the angle between a chord, this angle, we are talking about this angle, between a chord and a tangent at the end of the chord. So at the end of the chord is equal to the angle in the alternate. So the alternate angle is this, not this one. The alternate angle is this, not this one. So this angle at the tangent is equal to the angle in the alternate segment. Okay, so let's go to the property. So at this one, the angle of this. So angle DAC. Angle DAC is equal to angle DBA. So angle DAC, this angle, is equal to angle DBA, this angle. Okay, property 8. The last property says the opposite angles of a cyclic quadrilateral. Cyclic quadrilateral, 4 sides figure. Cyclic quadrilateral are supplementary. It means that they add up to 180 degrees. Supplementary angles are angles that add up to what? 180 degrees. That's why from the figure here we have A and B is what? 180 degrees. And then A plus C plus D is 180 degrees. So property 8 is almost the same as property 3. If you look at it, opposite angle at the circumference of a circle, they are 180 degrees. So this is 180 degrees. This plus this is 180 degrees. This plus this is 180 degrees. D plus C is 180 degrees. And A plus B is 180 degrees. Now let's go to the solving problem, where we are going to solve some examples there. So now in most problems you will need to use more than one circle property. So as well as knowing the properties, you must be able to at least spot which one or which ones to use. So words such as tangent and chord can give you clues to properties to use. So make sure that you understand the meaning of chord, and then you do understand the meaning of what tangent. So can you you may also need to use other angle and length properties in your solution. So for example, so the certain things that we are going to look for is what? Angle sum of triangles and quadrilaterals. 2. Vertically opposite angles. And then equal lengths such as radii. So when I say radii, I mean the radius, the plural form of radius is radii, or tangents. So to make isosceles triangles, and so on and so forth. So now our first example is, okay, in the diagram, this diagram, okay, O is the center of the circle. O is the center of the circle. So circle PQRS. In this diagram, O is the center of the circle PQRS. Okay, and then angle PQR. This angle is 65 degrees. So we should find the x. How are you going to do it? So before you can do it, you have to remember all the properties that we learned, property 1 to property 8, and then you take one which is best for this to solve it. And you can see some properties are inside, right? Okay, so let's look at the solution. Okay, so this is the solution. Angle POR. Remember that we said angle at the center is twice the angle of what? Is equal to the twice of the angle of the circumference. So if you create this, you see that this one is 2 times, this one is 2 times of this. Okay, so if you want to get angle O, you have to multiply 2 by the angle PQR. So 2 times of 65 is what? 130 degrees. And then you know that this is a reflex angle. Reflex angle is equal to is 360 degrees. So if you've gotten this side to be 130, then subtract the 130 from the 360, and your answer, your x, will be 230 degrees. So I am repeating again. Property 2 says what? Let's look at property 2. Property 2 says the angle a chord subtends at the center of a circle is twice the angle it subtends at the circumference of the circle. So we are using property 2 to solve this one. If you look at the diagram of the property 2, it's almost, they are the same. So the angle of here is 2 times of this. So if the angle of here is 2 times of this, and we want to look for the angle of POR, that means that we are going to multiply angle PQR by 2, so that we get angle POR. That's why we've done this, and we got 130 degrees. So this angle is a reflex angle. It's a reflex angle. So reflex angle is equal to 360 degrees, and then this one is 360. It's not equal to 360 degrees. Okay. So 360 degrees minus 130 degrees equal to 230 degrees. So angle here is what? 360 degrees. Angle at a point is 360 degrees. So angle here is what? 230 degrees. 230 degrees. Angle here is 230 degrees. Okay, question number 2 says what? O. This O is the center of the circle PQRS. This O is the center of the circle PQRS. Okay, so we should find the value of x. Let's find the value of x. So this O is the center of the circle PQRS. Okay, so find the value of x. Okay, so in the diagram, we saw that the center of the circle is O, and then the angle PQR of the circle PQRS. So how are you going to do it? So you know that if you want to find angle POR, this is a reflex angle. A reflex angle. So this angle is a reflex angle. An angle at a point, they are equal to 360 degrees. Angle at a point are equal to 360 degrees. So if you want to find your O, it means that you are going to subtract the reflex angle from the angle of the point, which is 360 degrees minus 200, which will give us what? 140. Okay, now, and property 2, we know that the angle here is equal to 2 times the angle at the center and at the circumference. Angle at the center is 2 times the angle of the a circumference, the segment here. So if here is A, here will be 2 what? B. Okay. So A is equal to 2B. Now we know that A is equal to 2B, but we know our A. So if you know our A, which is angle POR, so angle POR is 140 degrees. Now if you want to find angle PQR, it's half times what? Angle POR, and angle POR is what? 140. So half of 140 is 70 degrees. That's why we have what? 70 degrees. So now we are looking for X. So X, if you look at the property 3, we say that opposite angles sum up to what? 180 degrees. So it means that angle PQR plus X will give us what? 180 degrees. Angle PQR plus angle PSR is equal to 180 degrees, and angle PSR is what? X. So if you want to find your X, just maintain this. X equal to 180 degrees minus angle PQR, and angle PQR is 70. So X equal to 180 minus 70, which will be X equal to 110. Okay, so in this diagram, O is the center of the circle. This O is the center of the circle, PQR, and PR is the diameter. So we have been told that this PR is the diameter and PQR is the O is the center of the circle, PQR, and then we say that PQ is the diameter. Now let's go back and look at a property that looks like this. Property number 4. They say that the angle, the diameter of a circle subtends at the circumference is what? 90 degrees. So automatically this angle is what? 90 degrees. Okay, now the question is saying that we should find angle PRQ. Angle PRQ. We should find this angle. So how are you going to find that angle? Since we know that this is 90 degrees because the angle here, the diameter makes is what? 90 degrees. It means that angle in the triangle is what? They sum up to 180 degrees. Yes, so angle PQR plus angle QPR plus angle PRQ, they are all equal to 180 degrees. So this angle plus this angle plus this angle is what? 180 degrees. Now we know angle QP, let me start from here. We know angle PQR. Angle PQR is 90 degrees. And then angle PQR. And angle QPR. QPR is 35 degrees. And then we don't know angle PRQ. So PRQ is repeated, equal to 180 degrees. Now we have to add and subtract. So 90 plus 35 is 125. So 125 degrees plus PRQ equal to 180 degrees. Now we have added, so we are going to subtract. So we maintain our PRQ, which is equal to 180 degrees minus 125 degrees. So 180 degrees minus 125 degrees, which will give us 55 degrees. So PRQ, so angle PRQ is equal to 55. It's equal to 55 degrees. So this one brings us to the close of the lesson of angle. So the next thing that we will treat in our next video will be tangent to a circle. Tangent to a circle.